Like at mid percentages, you have like landing forward into jump, neutral B. Like up tilt, up air, neutral B. And as you can see, 3-hit combo. But my opponent is at like around 50. Up tilt, up air, up B. Like confirms like that. Like you have confirms at 50. What's up, gamers? So we're back with another character guide. And as you can see, today is everybody's favorite evil, maniacal kitty, Cookie. Yep, that's right. We're going to be going into Cookie, and I'm really happy to be doing this one because I really enjoy playing Cookie. Actually, he's one of my favorite characters to actually play. I really like playing Cookie. He's very fun. He's a kitty and a mech. A kitty and a kitty mech. So let's just hop right into it. So Cookie and Can are kind of like projectile-based zoners, but they don't really have too many projectile moves outside of side B and neutral B. So let's just hop right into the moves. So for Cookie's grounded A moves, they're actually pretty good, has some pretty good range, and some pretty good knockback. And the ones that don't have pretty good range and pretty good knockback, they combo. So let's just talk about the jab. So Cookie's neutral jab is a multitude of hits. It's just one jab. The first jab knocks up and basically pulls in. The second hit multiple times, so it's like a furious swipes. You can't hold this. It's an automatic designated amount of hits. And the last hit knocks away. Just a very good get off me tool. Like this jab doesn't necessarily kill. It's just very good to get opponents off you. And it's very good to use out of like shield because this jab is really fast. A very good fast jab for if you don't feel like you have the grab. You can just kind of block and jab. That'll really do it for about Cookie's jab. I don't really use it much because like I say, it's kind of like a get off me tool or whatever. So when I need opponents to get off me, I would much rather grab because his grabs you have so much more value out of his grabs and they have so much more launch. But his jab is a basic get off me tool. So let's go into his down attack. Cookie's down attack is a punch with the fist from the mech. Now this hits really hard. As you can see, like from the animation of the hit, really hard. Free 12%. Just hits really hard. As I say, this is also a kill move. So let me basically get up the Sophia's percentage. And basically at like around 120, down tilt is pretty close to killing. There, 129, we got a kill. So yeah, down tilt's really strong. Really good space because this move is safe on shield. Your opponent has to parry this in order to punish this move if it's fully spaced. Like if you're in their face and they shield, they can easily punish it. But if you're at a safe distance, you just kind of throw it out, get that full hit, and it's a very good poke tool to use when you're like kind of dashing at opponents and you're looking for that easy like cheese kill. So that'll do it for Cookie's down attack. Let's go into Cookie's up attack. So Cookie's up tilt is actually really good. As you can see, it's very spammable. At lower percentages, this up attack. Let me reset the bot. At lower percentages, this up attack actually combos. So you can do things like up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. Kind of like that. Even like past like 30, it combos. So you can do things like up tilt into up air. You can even do things like up tilt into forward air. Kind of like that. You can do things like even up tilt into down air at lower percentages. Cookie's up tilt is really good. Very spammable, very safe. You just kind of run up and up tilt opponents like that. And at lower percentages, like I say, when you hit them, you just kind of keep up tilting. You even have, like, Cookie even has, like, up tilt down air, as I shown. He even has things like up tilt into back air for a kill confirm. Because Cookie's back air is really strong. And up tilt into back air works up to, like, 100. You just do up tilt into back air. Because, as you can see right there, and that's the combo count hits too. That makes it a true combo. Cookie's up tilt just has a lot of hit stun and a very good combo move. And it knocks behind him. So hitting somebody with the front of the up tilt basically drags them into the rest of the moves. So you can also run at opponents and be like, up tilt, jump forward, and back air for the easy up tilt to back air confirm. Very, very good. It's just a very good up tilt for a character like Cookie to have, and very surprising because you wouldn't expect a character like Cookie to have an up tilt like this. I also can't forget you could do things like up tilt into side B, and side B does a lot of damage. Up tilt into side B is very, very good. You can even do like up tilt into jump side B, or you can do things like up tilt neutral air, and I think I've covered just about all of them. One of the main things you'll be going for is up tilt into back air for that kill confirm. So we've talked about his up tilt, which is very, very good. It's actually very, very ridiculous. Oh, also can't forget about up tilt into up B. And I want to say that works like around like the mid percentages like 80. So let me get the bot up to 80. So I want to say at like around 80, you could do like up tilt. Oh my gosh, I didn't fully jump. But you can do like up tilt into up B to get like cheese kills off the top of the stage. Up tilt's just a very, very good move for Cookie to have. Like I say, because it's a very good combo move. Like, just very, very good. Very good to also poke with. So if opponents are shielding and they're not ready, you can run up to the shield, up tilt, and dash away. Basically to see if you hit the up tilt. And if you do hit the up tilt, you basically just follow up with the combo. And like I say, up tilt back air will be one of your main kill confirms, and even up tilt into up B. So we've talked about up tilt. Let's go into Cookie's forward strong. Cookie's forward strong is basically 3 blasts from his cannon. As you can see, this forward strong also has some very good range. As you can see right there, I was probably like a platform away. So this forward strong hits very, very far. As you can see right there in front of Cookie. It's really, really far. It's also very, very strong. So you can kind of like just charge this on the edge, and it covers roll. And if you see your opponent neutral stand, you can release it on neutral stand. And as you can see right there, it hits really, really hard. A lot of Cookies like dash back and throw it out, because from dash distance, it actually hits. So like as you see I'm on Sophia, if I dash back and forward strong, it connects. So it's a very good shimmy move because you can run up to someone's shield, dash back, and then forward strong, and basically like catch their option. Or you can even run up to opponent's shield, up tilt on their shield, dash back, and forward strong. And even, like I said, down tilt is safe on shield. You can run up to opponents, down tilt on their shield, dash back, and forward strong. Because it has so much distance, and it is a very, very good kill move. Very good move for Cookie to have. So, we talked about forward strong, up tilt, down strong, jab. So let's talk about Cookie's dash attack. So when Cookie first came out, dash attack used to be a kill move. Then in one of the updates when they gave Cookie like all the buffs, they decided to nerf the launch on dash attack. And in the patch notes, they said the reason why they did it was so that it could combo more. Now, I haven't been able to combo with dash attack after the patch. I'm not sure how you're supposed to combo with it because it has so much in lag. I've tried hitting with like the start of it. I've also tried hitting with the end of it. But it's just very hard to combo with this move. I haven't been able to combo into it. But it's basically a charge forward, and it basically knocks opponents upwards. It doesn't kill like it used to. And it doesn't necessarily combo like they said it should. So it's basically just kind of like a burst option at the end of the day. If it did combo, it would be really crazy because you can do things like dash attack into like up tilt or dash attack into up B. But that's basically it. It's basically a dash forward. It knocks opponents upwards. And that's just about it for dash attack. So that'll do it for all of Cookie's A moves. Let's go into Cookie's specials. Now, Cookie specials are actually really annoying, but they're also very, very good. So let's just hop straight into it. Cookie's neutral special, he charges the cannon on his mech. It's basically a charge shot. You can release it before it's fully charged. You can charge it a little bit and release it then. Because as you can see, the second charge hit did 12. The non-charge hit did 6. And then he has basically the fourth charge shot, and he has the fully charged shot. So yes, Cookie's charge shot has 4 different levels, and it's the uncharged, second charge, third charge, and then finally the fully charged. And those are all indicated by the color that Cookie glows when he's charging. Another thing to know about Cookie is when he's charged, he's glowing red, as you can see here. And when Cookie's glowing red, he actually takes more damage, but he also does more damage in return. So those moves that Cookie has that like does a lot of damage, so down tilt did 12, when fully charged, it did 15, as you can see right there. So when Cookie's cannon is fully charged, all of his moves do more damage, which is a very, very crazy thing, because like I said, he has confirms like from up tilt, and since his moves do more damage, they have more hit stun, so they combo longer. So you can do things like up tilt into back air and get kills earlier. As you saw when I was showing off the up tilt before, the back air didn't kill until like 100. There it killed at 90 from like almost center stage. And up tilt has more hit stun, which means you can combo into it at longer percentages. And you can basically like get kills from it earlier, and basically all of his moves that are kill moves kill earlier. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about Cookie, is that when his cannon is fully charged, he is technically a better character, but you also have to watch out because Cookie's light, and when he's fully charged, he's actually lighter because he takes more damage. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You do more damage, but you also take more damage. Another thing to know about this charge shot is that this charge shot is really, really strong. As you can see right there, you get a kill at 60 from almost center stage because the fully charged shot does 24%. Hits really, really hard. And Cookie does has like some confirms and combos into charge shot, so you can do things like up tilt into charge shot. You can do things like falling forward air into charge shot. Like Cookie has some confirms into charge shot, and charge shot just hits really, really hard. And the fact that he gets this buff from charge shot means you don't have to use charge shot immediately, but you can just wait for when you do have the chance to use charge shot. Cookie's a very, very good character and a very scary character when he has this, because if your opponent doesn't have a jump and they're like trying to land on you or something, or you catch him with a side B, you just kind of like shoot out that charge shot. If it hits, they die. Very, very good for Cookie to have. And yes, the buff also works on his back throw, because Cookie does have a killing back throw, and the buff makes his back throw even stronger. So that'll do it for neutral B. Let's talk about down B. So Cookie's down B is basically like a suck in motion. It hits opponents and then it knocks them away. It hits at a very low angle, as you can see from basically the line here. It hits at a very low angle, like your opponents are like kind of like have to take it. But you also notice from hitting that, it charged my charge shot. So yes, as you can see, Cookie's charge shot takes a really long time to charge. A very long time to charge. But hitting his down B, each hit gives you 1 level of the charge shot. So that 1 hit gives me level 1. As you can see, the 12 damage. I mean, the 1 hit gives me level 2, as you can see, the 12 damage. So then if we hit 2 hits, we get level 3, which does the 16 damage. And if we get 4 hits, we get max charge. And you can tell we're max charge because we're glowing red. So yes, Cookie has a way to charge his cannon without actually charging his cannon. Like, that's kind of like the crazy thing about it. And that's also another very good thing for Cookie to have, because like I said, you can combo into a lot of Cookie's things. You can even combo into this. From up tilt, you can do like landing forward air into it. So things like that, and those are like free charges while fighting and not having to get up stage control while playing Cookie. Very, very good. And the only thing it takes is for 1 hit of this to fully hit your opponent for it to count as a charge and give you a charge to the cannon. Very, very good. And then the angle it knocks at is also very good because if your opponent isn't ready to tech that angle, they can definitely get hit by the charge shot if they're not ready. So down B is a very good move to like throw in the mix. It like kind of catches your opponent off guard. You can kind of like get to level 2 and kind of like do a landing forward air into down B to get like a free charge. Just like being able to use down B to get free charges is very, very good. You kind of can't forget about this because it's a very core thing. Now, you don't want to throw it out all willy-nilly, like all crazy, because as you can see, when you miss, you do have a lot of inland. Cookie just kind of like burns out and sits down, but you can use it in the air to like kind of stall your recovery a little bit. So I'll show you. But once you're done, you fall immediately. Cookie has a lot of good ways to stall. So that'll do it for his down special. Let's talk about Cookie's side special. So Cookie's side special, he basically summons an energy ball from his robot and he knocks it downwards. This has a starting hitbox and a hitbox when he slaps it. So the hitbox when he slaps it is the sweet spot. That's basically like your regular hit, which does 11, and when he slaps it, you hear like that shocking hit, and it does a lot more damage. The thing about this move is it sets up for some really good situations because of the angle it knocks. So you're like, oh my gosh, that's really good. The fact that he can just angle it downwards and throw it downwards like that, that's very, very good. Also, depending on how long you hold it, depends on how far he throws it. Holding it longer does not change the damage it does. It just changes the angle that it flies. That's really just about it. So you can just tap it to throw it down, or you can hold it a little bit to throw it midways, or you can fully hold it to throw it basically like full screen, almost full screen. And this is the thing that makes Cookie like really good, because this move is multi-hit. So like your opponent kind of has to respect this move because of the angle it flies. It just kind of like falls straight down. And it also gives Cookie some really good combos because yes, Cookie can combo from this move if he's like in the air. So you can just kind of like jump side B into neutral B to like get combos like that. You can also like do like landing side B into up tilt, or you can also do things like landing side B into dash attack. You can do things, what else can you do? I showed landing side B into neutral B. I think that may just be about it. But landing side B is very, very good. Like, as you can see right there, 2-hit combo. And your opponent has to watch out for it. Like, basically almost killed Sophia at 76 because I jumped, landed a neutral B, and got a charge shot. Very, very good. And it's also very good to do on opponents because you can just kind of run up. Oops, it wasn't close enough. But you could just run up to opponents and do it on their shield, and it's multi-hits. And the thing about Cookie is he has an enhanced grab. So if your opponent is shielding, you can run up, do this on their shield, just tap it. You don't have to hold it. You can run up on their shield. You can just tap this, and it'll basically fully charge your grab bar. Very, very, once again, very good thing for Cookie to have. Basically like an instant way to charge that grab bar and also an instant way to get combos. And like being able to do things like forward air, side B, neutral B for like an easy like 52% is really, really crazy. Being able to do things like up tilt, I did up tilt into charge shot, but up tilt into side B is also very, very good. Side B is a very, very good move. And when you're spacing out your opponents, just jumping a side B is a very good way to like control neutral because your opponent doesn't want to get hit. You can hold it, mix up that timing. Is, like I say, a very, very good move for Cookie to have. So we've talked about, I think that might actually do it for all of his specials. We talked about down B, we talked about side B. Oh, can't forget about up B. So Cookie's up B is basically a blast upwards. It basically blast himself upward in the mech. That's really just about it. It also, as I've shown, it hits really, really hard and it kills. So the one thing about Cookie is his recovery isn't the best. He's a big hitbox. He's very floaty, so he has a very, very good air dodge. As you saw right there, his air dodge takes him very far. Very, very far. So you have to up B a lot earlier than most characters. But on hit, his up B does 14%. It has a sweet spot, and the sweet spot basically is when you see the startup of the up B, you see kind of like that purple arrow that aims upwards. That is the sweet spot of his up B and the start of his up B. And as I've shown before, you can get kills with things like up tilt into up B. As you can see right there, basically at 76, almost got a kill. 80 might be too high. Nope, still comboed at 80. So even at 80, you can get up tilt into up B and get kills. And it has a hitbox that knocks upwards and a body hitbox that knocks outwards. As you can see right there. So if you get hit with the above hitbox, you go straight up. As you see, well, not straight up, but you like kind of fly up. And if you get hit with the body hitbox, you kind of fly outwards. So you can do things like run off and up B opponents that like kind of like have to come back. Very, very good move to have. Also works out of shield. You can just kind of like parry into up B to get like those early like kills, because you don't have to worry about what side they're on, because it also hits behind him and you still get the same effect. You still get the 18%. Doesn't matter. So like if you're looking for a kill out of parry, you just kind of like parry up B. Doesn't matter whether they land in front of you or behind you. So that'll do it for all of Cookie's specials. Let's go into Cookie's aerials. So when Cookie first came out, his aerials were not the best. I actually want to say her aerials. I think it's a girl cat. But Cookie's aerials were not the best. As you can see, forward air doesn't really cover much in front of the mech. It kind of covers above the mech. And the mech is the hitbox. Up air has a really small hitbox. Down air was always amazing. The hitbox on down air is really big. And as you've seen, the hitbox on back air and the strength on back air is really crazy. So let's hop into the aerials. So Cookie's neutral air is a double punch with the mech. Very, very good neutral air because it hits hard and it does what Cookie needs for the neutral air to do, which is knock opponents away. As you can see right there. It just hits really hard, knocks opponents away, gets them out of the way, gets them away from you, and it even kills. It also has two hitboxes. The inner arm hitbox does 14. The outer hitbox does 17. The inner arms have more launch. The inner arms have less launch than the outer arms. This, basically neutral air, is very good to like cover jumps, go for like kills off stage. Like you can like knock your opponent off stage and kind of like run off the neutral air, or go for like a neutral air to like kind of knock them into the death box. Since you don't have to aim it, you can like land on opponents with it and hit the back hit box. But this neutral air is not safe on shield. It does a lot of damage, but it is not safe on shield. 17 with the buff and 13 without the buff. The buff basically gives like all of Cookie's moves a 4% like more damage. So even without the buff, the move still hits really, really hard. It won't kill as early, but it'll still hit extremely hard. And like I say, you can combo into it from up tilt. So you can do things like up tilt into neutral air, which is another really good kill confirm. And you can just kind of like jump at opponents in neutral air. So that'll do it for his neutral air. Let's talk about Cookie's forward air. So Cookie's forward air used to be really bad. And then it got buffed. They buffed the hitbox to make it a little bit more reliable. It's still not the best because it doesn't hit really far up under him, but you can still fall on opponents with it, as you can see right there. The angle from forward air knocks opponents really far out, but it also knocks them really low. So at lower percentages, forward air actually is a combo move. So you can do things like forward air into dash up to. All of the combos come from lower percentages, like landing forward air into down B, landing forward into dash up tilt for like a combo extender. You can even do things like, oops, almost back air. You can do like landing forward air into side B. Just landing forward air at lower percentages is really good. And like at mid percentages, you have like landing forward air into jump neutral B. So that'll do it for forward air. Like I say, it's very good at lower percentages. You won't really use that those higher percentages. You'll really basically be using it at those lower percentages. So we've talked about forward air. Let's talk about Cookie's up air. So the hitbox on Cookie's up air is not that good. It just kind of like hits straight up. The thing about this up air, it is a very, very good comboing up air. This up air has a lot of hit stun and very little launch, as you can see. Very, very good comboing tool because you kind of like up air opponents and you keep knocking them upwards at like lower percentages. And at higher percentages, you can even get things like up air into up B. Sophia was a little bit too high for that to be a true combo. But up air is just basically a comboing aerial. Like I said, you hit things like up tilt, up air. I didn't double jump, but you can do like up tilt, up air, forward air. You can do things like up tilt, up air, neutral B. And as you can see, 3-hit combo. Like, his up air has a lot of hit stun and is very, very good if you remember like those specific percentages. Like, and which is basically around 40 is where you can hit like up tilt into up air into like other things. And like I showed at 60, you can hit up tilt, up air, neutral B, which is a very, very good kill confirm to come from his up tilt. Like I say, up air works very, very well with his up tilt. So you can do things like up tilt, up air, down air. You can do things like up tilt, up air, down B. Just very, very good at those basically like mid percentages because you can combo into it from up tilt. I even think around 80 you can do like up tilt into up B. I mean up tilt into up air into up B. Kind of like that. And I know it looks really silly, but it is a ladder combo. It does work. So like Cookie being able to do this is very, very good. And you kind of like cheese out those kills. And that's where a lot of people struggle with Cookie. Because they don't really know, a lot of people don't really know this about Cookie. They don't really know that Cookie's up air is actually, Cookie's up air combined with his up tilt is really, really good. It gets you a lot of extra damage and it gets you a lot of like surprise kills. So we've talked about up air. Let's talk about down air. Cookie's down air is absolutely crazy. As you can see right there, the down air hits really, really hard. It spikes. As you can see right there, it also has a weak hitbox, which basically is the after effect. So the initial spike is the initial hitbox. The linger effect, I can't seem to get it, but the linger effect is the sweet, it's the sour spot. The down air hits extremely hard. There's the soft spot. There it is. Let's see if we can get the sweet spot now. As you can see right there, down air hits extremely hard for Cookie. And like I said, believe it or not, even though Cookie's kind of like a projectile character, Cookie can scrap. Cookie do be scrapping. And you can do things like up tilt into down air. You can do things like up tilt, it's an up air, it's a double jump down air, kind of like that. Like that's big damage, like 34% from an up tilt is really, really good. Down air is just really good, hits very, very hard. Not safe on shield, so you won't really be jumping at opponents with down air. But if you can hit one off stage, you might actually like get a kill at like around 100. So that'll do it for his down air. Let's talk about his back air. So Cookie's back air is actually very wild, very crazy. As you can see, he can kind of like, you can double jump and throw out 2. Kind of like that. So you can kind of like wall out your opponent with back air. And this back air is safe on shield. They have to parry this back air to punish it. They just can't normally shield this back air. And this back air does not have a soft spot. It's strong all around. So it's not like, well, if I hit the up close on me, I'll do less damage. Nope, it does full damage all around, whether you hit up close, whether you hit far away, whether they're like you get like some kind of weird hitbox when they're in front of you. This back air just hits really hard and deletes opponents. And like I showed before, you could do things like up tilt into back air. Like combos like that. You could do things like, as I've shown with the up air, you can combo into the up air. So you can do like up tilt, up air, back air. As you can see right there, 3-hit combo. So like that, being able to combo into these really strong moves that Cookie has is very, very crazy. Very crazy for a character like Cookie to be able to do that, because it kind of forces you and scares you, and you can get kills with charge shot. So the fact that he has kills with charge shot and outside of charge shot in consistent ways to build damage is very good for a character like Cookie. Very, very good. I cannot stress how good it is. I actually think Cookie might be one of the best characters in the game. He's just very light. That's kind of like the downside to it. But we talked about up air, down air, back air, and neutral air. We talked about his specials and his grounded moves. let's get into Cookie's grab. So Cookie's grab, his forward throw is basically a get off me move. 12%, as you can see, doesn't really knock that far. He can't combo from it. He basically grabs the opponent, holds them up with the mech, and then slaps them. He has to wait till he's completely done with that animation before he can move. Now, the thing about this is Cookie is basically what I call a grabber. I can't remember the official name for it, but the more he hits your opponent's shield, the more he like builds up his grab bar, and he gets an enhanced grab. So this is regular forward throw. Let me show you the enhanced forward throw. This is the enhanced forward throw. 21%. Very, very crazy, but it is enhanced, so you kind of like have to build up that meter to get it. But it does do a lot of damage, and the knockback on it is very crazy because it also becomes a killing forward throw. So as you can see, Sophia's at 120, edge of the stage. You just kind of get a kill. Very, very good to have a killing forward throw for a character because that means your opponent has to be scared about getting grabbed in front and behind. So Cookie's back throw, he grabs them, shoots them back, well, throws them back and shoots them with a laser. Kind of like a Falco back throw, as you can see right there. 14%. This back throw naturally is also a kill throw. So as you saw, his super forward throw is a kill throw. Back throw itself naturally is a kill throw, as you can see right there. Very, very deadly launch angle. Very, very good throw. Like I say, having that back throw be a kill throw is really, really good. The enhanced back throw is also a kill throw, and this is the enhanced one. Cookie basically turns around, throws them backwards, and as you can see, that's a kill from the other side of the stage. It is actually that strong. But another thing that a lot of people don't know about Cookie is, so we all know Cookie has the charge shot by now, and we know with his back throw, he throws you back and shoots you. Well, with his enhanced back throw, he throws you back and shoots you with the level of the charge shot that he has. So when I first showed you the back throw at 120, Sophia did not die. She almost died. As you can see here. Almost. But when Cookie has the fully charged cannon from the same position, Sophia definitely dies. So that's one thing a lot of people don't know, is that when Cookie is fully charged, his enhanced back throw uses the charge from the charge shot to do extra damage and basically like get a kill. So you actually get kills earlier with the enhanced back throw when it's fully charged. So at 90, Sophia's at 90, we can fully charge and still get a kill from the other side of the stage. Yeah, it is like having that enhanced back throw is that strong. You could probably get a kill on the edge of the stage at 50 with it. It's just very, very good. Just another mechanic that Cookie has that a lot of people don't know about, because a lot of people don't really play Cookie like that. But it's just another thing that makes me think Cookie's a really good character. That's really just about it. I think Cookie's absolutely broken. But that'll do it for Cookie's throws. Let's talk about neutral. So neutral with Cookie is very, very weird. You want to charge up and you want to be fully charged for as long as you can. You don't want to get punished, or like when you're fully charged, you want to play a lot safer. You can play aggressive when you're not fully charged, but when you're fully charged, you want to play a lot safer because you do take more damage, but you also do more damage and dish out more damage and have more launch. When you're fully charged, it'll be a lot easier to do those combos because you have more hit stun, and your opponent has to be more afraid of kill moves a lot earlier. They have to basically play a lot safer because moves that wouldn't kill until like 80 would start killing at 60, as you can see right there. Your neutral with Cookie is you want to be fully charged as much as you can. Basically take free damage from charge shots, because when opponents are at 50, they're technically at kill percent because charge shot will kill. So like Cookie's a very, very crazy character because he does a lot of damage really, really fast. Like, it's really ridiculous how much damage Cookie does. And like a lot of people don't know that. Like Cookie's a very, very good character. The downside to Cookie's neutral is he's very floaty. So you can't play very aerial based. You have to get really good with short hopping. That's where you're going to get like the most from your aerials. It's like Cookie short hops, so like short hop forward air. Because he's so floaty, opponents can see those aerials coming. But once you start getting those aerials, start getting those confirms and charge shots, and remember those percentages like, oh my god, my opponent is at 50. Up tilt, I did not jump. But my opponent is at like around 50. Up tilt, up there, up B. Like confirms like that. Like you have confirms at 50 to where your opponent can die from like really safe moves like up tilt. Like I said, because you could dash at opponents, up tilt, dash back, up tilt, up, dash back, up tilt, and just wait for the up tilt to hit. And when you see the up tilt hit at 50, just up tilt, up there, up B. And you get a kill. Like Cookie's really, really good. And that's kind of how the neutral goes. You kind of like scare your opponent, make them afraid to get hit once they're at that 50% range, and you just kind of bully them. That's really just about it. Look for those up tilt confirms, look for those charge shot confirms, and if your opponent like gets too greedy, gets too aggressive, and they double jump or something, just remember you have charge shot. Another thing you'll be doing a lot is jumping and side beam, because like I showed before, side B kind of like gives you confirms. You can double jump afterwards into another aerial. You can side B, double jump into side B, things like that. And the angle that it knocks at kind of like makes your opponents have to respect you and get past that side B. And also, opponents who are afraid of side B will start shielding side B. And if they shield side B, it'll give you your enhanced grab. Your enhanced grab also gives you kills at earlier percentages, as you saw from when I like explained the grab. Like I say, Cookie's a very, very good character. Has kill setups for every single situation, whether your opponent is shielding, whether they're being too aggressive, because he has a really good grab, whether they're standing in shield too long. And these kill setups come at really, really early percentages. Like being able to kill somebody at 50 from an up tilt is very, very good for a character. So that'll do it for Cookie's neutral. Let's talk about his combos. So a lot of your combos will come from up tilt, as I showed before. At lower percentages, your combos can come from like falling forward air into like up tilt, or falling forward air into charge shot, things like that at lower percentages. So your main combo tools will be falling forward air, and then even at higher percentages, it'll be like up tilt, because from like mid to high percentages, because you can do like up tilt into up B or up tilt into back air, because Cookie's up tilt has so much hit stun and hits so hard. Very, very, very good character. Anybody that has Cookie in there like kind of doubting whether he's good or not, do not doubt it. He does take a little bit more work to like understand how to play, but he's definitely very, very good. Just a very good character all around. Once you start getting those confirms and like those percentage windows, you're like, oh my god, this character's ridiculous. And the characters I had trouble killing, I just killed them so easily with Cookie. Very, very good character, as you can see right there. So that'll do it for Cookie's neutral. That'll do it for his combos. And like I say, final thoughts, very good character. Don't let the fact that he's fully like take you away from like trying to play him. He's got easy edge guard confirms. He's got easy kill confirms. I think he's over buffed because he was not this good before, but then they buffed him, gave his up to and up air more hit stun to make them combo easier, gave his forward air more hit stun to make it combo easier. So I actually think they over buffed him, but hey, I'm not going to complain. At some point they'll probably realize that they did over buff him and they'll like kind of nerf him. But until then, he's still the broken, maniacal, evil genius Cookie, and his mech can. So, like I always say, if you guys have any questions, want to know what stickers I use for Cookie, basically any questions about how to play Cookie, or any questions about Flash Party in general, hit me up. Always down to talk about Flash Party. Love playing Flash Party. Love talking to people about Flash Party. It's just a very fun game. And leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.